Hello, hello. What is going on, my fellow Twisted Wonderland fans? It is I, Little Bean,
And this is Koamio here.
and today we are bringing you another special video. We're back to do another tier list. Woo!
It has been a while, yeah. It's time
It
to
has been a while.
toss our opinions out there into the void.
For whatever their words. We saw that there's quite a number of fans who had fun with our last couple of tier lists, and those were a lot of fun to make. So we figured, why not do another one?
Yeah, so if you guys recall, if you've seen the previous ones, we did one to rate, the best Twist husband and the best Twist dad. So now
Yeah,
we're going into a different direction this time around. And
yeah.
go introduce the topic, Lil Bean.
Sure. So we figured we were kind of thinking about it, and we thought, what would we have a little bit of fun with? And we decided, out of our the hats in our brains, to talk about what kind of crime do we think that the Twisted Wonderland characters would end up getting arrested for or going to jail for?
Most likely.
Now,
Some characters may
now,
commit multiple crimes, but we think the ones they'd be most likely to get arrested for.
Right. Now, please do consider this is not counting crimes that they have already committed, because if we're doing that, I mean, like, they'd already all be in jail, okay? Like, there's already been, like, in the game, like, how many people have been, like, attempted murdered, countless occasions of assault, like, all these things. Like, half of the cast would already be in jail, okay? This is just from this point where we are going forward in the future. What type of crime do we think most likely that they would be arrested for?
Yes, and of course, like a extra disclaimer, we are not fully versed in the area of law. I will not pretend to be a lawyer of any sort. So we're taking our best guess to assign, I guess, the crime that we think.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And contrary to my attractive little icon, I am not a law major at all. I do not claim to know what the rudimentaries of law are. This is going to be based purely off of our own opinion. So if you agree, great. If you disagree, that's fine too. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. And if you feel that they'd be put in jail for a different crime, let us know the crime, because we're open to ideas. Okay, this is just our pure opinion.
Considering like how many crimes exist under the sun, like
and and considering how many crimes these guys have already committed, plus all the ones that they are likely to commit, because let's face it, most of these guys would probably be in jail already.
yeah, and they're the closest ones I can really think of, like that I know of, or like kind of business related crimes. But in any case, we'll try our best to figure it out.
Absolutely. So just before we get started, we're just gonna do a very quick breakdown of our tiers here. So because there's such a wide range of crimes, and there's so many characters here, and there's such a variety of crimes that they could commit, it was kind of hard sort of nailing down all the possibilities. So I know those who are actually interested in the criminal justice system or interested in law are going to be pulling their hair out, because we've diluted it to such small categories here. But we think we've got 5 different types of crime here that they could be slotted into, and we'll go through them one by one. So the first one is a personal crime. This is a crime where the intended recipient or the intended subject of the crime is an actual person. So these would be things like attempted murder or assault, things like stalking or anything like that. So anything where the recipient of the crime is a person would go in a personal crime.
Yeah. So we'll try to like think of examples as we go along. And
Yeah.
then the second one is financial crime. So anything like fraud, embezzlement, anything related to like monetary value. So, but some of these may overlap with each other. We kind of realize.
Yeah, for sure. So
Then
it won't be perfect.
it won't be perfect. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, but financial property could overlap with each other, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. The third one is property crime. This is, of course, any crime that has any sort of outcome or destruction of property, anything like that. I would also put So things, for example, like theft, if the intended theft would be property, for example, then it would go in property. However, if the intended theft is for money, then it would go into a financial crime.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
And then we have organized crime, which isn't necessarily just like gangs, but more so like having contraband and like for illegal substances. I think kind of fall
Yeah, I
under
think
that.
it would also file under sort of it would fall under gang activity or things like distribution of arms or illegal drugs, things like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And then the last one, misdemeanors are. Yeah, I probably maybe I should put S in misdemeanors.
Ners. There we go.
There we go. And
yeah, these would be like relative to the rest of the list, somewhat in like less offensive crimes. So these would be things like carrying a weapon, public disturbances, things like this.
like minor stuff, more minor things.
More minor than the rest of the crimes.
Well, they're all crimes, but this is, I guess, less than all the other categories.
Exactly. So with all that out of the way, we've got our tiers organized. Let's do this.
Okay, so do we want to go in the order of dorms, starting from Heartslabyul as per usual?
Sure, why not? Let's start with
Okay.
the man himself, Riddle Rose.
Okay, I want to put him here. This is the first thing I thought of.
Okay, I want to hear your explanation for this
Okay,
one.
I know
What's the crime?
I know we say that like we don't want to have them assign the most likely crime based on things they've already done, but Riddle has like burned things like at least twice now, and I don't think there's highly likely chance of a possible third time. So he may be an arsonist, whether intentional or unintentional, where he's gonna set someone's property on fire at some point, and he's gonna like get the cops called on him for it.
Yeah, he's gonna get pissed off over at some point. Somebody breaks the rules. He unintentionally gets incredibly pissed off. We get the red face going, and his magic's just gonna go. I mean, we already saw in chapter 6 that like when he got pissed off, that they were trying to like capture him, his magic just went off and he just burned the whole like equestrian club field. So
it's like, yeah, so he's also during ghost marriage, right? He like fired off a bunch of like spells, and I'm like, are you setting fire indoors, Riddle? Like that seems kind of dangerous. So
a bit reckless.
So for the very, rule-stricken, law-adhering fellow, I think the most likely he'd be arrested for would be an arson.
Considering how much he upholds the rules, first of all, he'd be absolutely devastated to be arrested in the first place because that means he broke the rules, and that alone would like kill him inside. But because he's such an adherent to the rules, it would have to be something unintentional.
Unintentional.
So
there we go.
I can see that for sure. Now this next goofy goober right here, Ace. Oh my lord, Ace. What would he not get arrested for?
I'm like, I feel like when I see Ace, I see like, okay, what kind of crimes or whatever things that teenage boys get arrested for? That's what first thing I think of.
Honestly, I specifically for Ace, I thought he would be arrested for like some type of theft. I just don't know if the type of theft would be that he would steal money or he would steal some shit from somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's not like pickpocketing, then I'm seeing like possibly graffiti if he was trying to be like just a little shit about it, but
Yeah. I you know what? I could totally see him stealing like some objects from people, like just either as like a form of like revenge for picking on him or just to like screw with somebody. I could totally see him like just swiping some property off someone.
We put him in like misdemeanors then or property?
Nah, I'll do property.
Property? Okay.
Yeah, he'll end up stealing some shit.
Like, well, someone's just placing just lift something off of
I mean,
the.
can you not see Ace being the type of guy who, like, if you're out of the house one night or whatever, and he'll break in at like 2 a.m. and steal your flat screen, okay?
I do what's so funny. I saw him a TV too. I don't know why. It's like I don't think Ace is in need of a TV. I think he's not
No,
that.
he's not. He's not in need of a TV at all. He just does it to screw with you. Like,
He just like bragging rights, you know. It's just kind of like when some people, you know, how some students in the last year of high school they do weird things like, you know, steal a car and go drive around in it, or
Yep.
like pull some prank and like steal something
Like,
from the
that's
school,
Ace.
put it somewhere else.
That's Ace.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
property in terms
I
of
like
just
that we both
taking.
thought of the flat screen
I
though.
don't know
So.
why. I was just like, not even like, you know, a PlayStation 5 or something, just specifically the flat screen TV.
I mean, why not both? If the
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 is attached to the flat screen TV, why not both? You
Sure,
know?
no, the kid who owns that PS5 is like, he was a jerk, you know, yeah, sure. He'll take it.
And he stole it and then tried to get away using the car that he like that he went and like nicked off of his older brother. Okay, like
Like, sure, I can see that. So here you
You be
go.
that guy.
You'll be the flat screen TV stealer Ace,
yep.
for personal property.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Deuce.
Deuce.
Oh, Deuce. He's
Deuce,
trying so hard
he's
to be
trying
such
so
a good
hard.
boy. But I mean, I think we can all admit, even though he tries so hard, he fails quite often.
I think so. You know what? He goes kind of up here in personal. I think
Yeah.
he'll end up getting in a fight at some point or
Yeah.
another, and then just like the other
He
person,
beat the shit out of somebody.
he'll end up being get like arrested for like battery essentially and
Absolutely.
assault.
Not only that, I think he get arrested for battery and assault specifically because, like, I don't know, somebody like talk shit about his wife or something, and then he like defending her, he like beat the shit out of somebody, but then after realized he went too far.
Yeah, I could see that. It's like someone's just talk shit about his mom or his wife, and he's like, "When you say you want to say that to my face," and then they like go
I
on
mean-
and get into a fight, and then it just ends up being.
Oh, he's such a mama's boy. He'd totally go to jail for his mama. Okay.
Yeah, so I would say it's more of a personal thing. It's
yeah.
him like
Absolutely.
either in defense or on behalf of someone else.
Yep. He's trying so hard to like to be a good boy, but he just can't. You know.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Personal crime.
Yep.
Trey.
Trey. Trey to me feels like I feel like no matter how hard I try to think of this, it's just not gonna go well. Okay, like he's such an average Joe, but that's what makes him so tricky. There's so many options available.
So I feel like Trey is literally the guy of like just following the law because he wants to lay low and not stand out, right? So
Exactly.
he's not
He's
gonna
like, I
do
want-
anything flashy.
he doesn't want to do anything because he just doesn't want anyone to be looking at him. Okay, he doesn't want to make the morning papers because he like did some crime and then they got arrested. Okay.
It's got something really low key that we
What?
end up doing.
He'd be like bylaw shit, okay? Like that would be him.
It's like I parked a car and like I don't know, like the wrong like near a fire hydrant or something. I don't even know. Not even to get like arrested, just like ticketed.
Or like parked on the wrong side of the street or something and got ticketed for it, but then didn't pay the ticket because like he didn't see the ticket or something like that.
It'd be like something really dumb. Like he's just like not fully intentional.
Yeah, so I think we can agree then he'd be like a misdemeanor.
Yeah, I would say. I can see him in the other categories. He would be.
Now, Trey's one of those guys though where it's like he's got a little bit of a tricky side. So you're either gonna agree with us here or you're gonna think that he'd pull off the wildest crime possible, okay? There's no in between. So yeah, though again, this is just our personal opinion, but yeah, I think Trey, the most he'd do was like, some sort of bylaw, infraction, or like a misdemeanor of some kind.
Something like that. Yeah, it would be like I don't know, trespassing by accident.
Yeah.
It'd be something really dumb that he didn't realize.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be like, what? It'd be like, sir, you're not allowed to be on this private property. It's like, what? But I didn't see any signage, and like the sign was there, but like he either wasn't looking at it or like he didn't have his glasses with him, you know?
Mm-hmm. So we'll put him there in misdemeanors.
Yeah, absolutely. K-kun!
K-kun.
Oh, K-kun. Mmm.
You know what? I feel like it would be. I could see him in misdemeanors for trespassing. Like he just tried to get a picture or like a selfie
My
somewhere
God.
he wasn't supposed to go on. Like
Oh
he
my
just
God.
starts
K
going on some rich person's property, or he's at like a park, and they're like, "Sir, you cannot be here."
Yeah, or like yeah, like he like go into somebody's property. Either that. K-kun to me feels like that there was like a little while back there was like these news articles that were coming out about people who like had gone to like the Grand Canyon or some shit and then died trying to take a selfie. I feel like that would be K-kun.
It'll be. It's not illegal, but very dangerous to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I could definitely see Keikun doing something like that. Like he end up like trespassing or doing something like that, trying to get like the best selfie ever, or he like unintentionally put either himself or other people at risk because he like tried to get up to some place to take the perfect selfie, and it just yeah.
Yeah.
Keikun, for
think-
your magic camp crimes, you go
Magic
to
Grand
misdemeanors.
Crimes go into misdemeanors.
Yep, there you go. Okay, do we even really have to talk about the next one? Do
Oh
we
my
really?
god.
I think we already know. I
We've,
think we already
we've
know.
reached Octavinelle. What crimes have they not committed?
Yeah, Octavinelle, can we just put them in all of the crimes?
Oh my god. If I could clone, if I could copy paste these images, they
Yeah.
would. Okay, but Zool,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on,
This,
yeah, no,
this
Zool-
category was made for him.
I mean, basically, when thinking of the word financial crime, literally first thing that popped in my head is Azul Ashengrotto. Like,
Yes.
he is financial crimes, okay?
And my thing is,
Name
it's
all
like,
of them. Tax fraud, embezzlement,
embezzlements,
bribery, all
yeah,
of them.
oh my god,
It's
yeah.
Azul.
Bribery falls under
Yep.
that as well.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
one of those, it's like, yes, he has been able to do all the sketchy contract stuff while abiding by the law. But yes, if he were to get arrested for something, it'd be for some whatever financial thing shit he did. Yeah, like
And
everything.
he would deserve it. And he
Like,
would deserve it.
counterfeiting, fraud, embezzlement,
In
all
fact, he'd
the-
get arrested for all of them at once because he did all of them.
tax fraud. There you go. It's poster child for
financial
crimes.
Yep, and you know he cut such the like poor baby figure as the cops would be putting the handcuffs on him. It's like, but sirs, you don't understand. Like try to play the martyr or whatever as he's getting arrested, and they're like, yeah, save it for the judge.
Save it for a judge, yeah.
Yep.
And then he'll be financial crimes. Like, come on.
And
Just
then
no
once in
debate.
jail, try to like bribe his way out of jail. Continue.
It's like I got my way in here, I can bribe my way out.
Exactly. Bribery got me in here, and bribery can get me out again.
I'm sure that might work in some places, but for
Not
that,
Twisted
I
Wonderland.
don't think Twisted Wonderland. I like to believe Twisted Wonderland's a little better than that.
Well, unless of course the entire criminal justice system is run by people like Crowley.
Oh, then it'd just be incompetent.
Then they're screwed, okay? But we'll get to Crowley.
Okay, get them later.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yes, here we
Hmm.
go, Azul.
Okay.
This is your spot now.
Yeah. Now, Jade Leach. Okay, hear me out on this.
Okay.
I would put him in organized crime, and hear me out on this. I think that Jade would be arrested for illegal narcotics, and the narcotics in question is his mushrooms. Okay.
Just having yes, just having illegal shrooms, whether he knew
Illegal
they were
drugs.
whether he knew they were illegal or he was just off picking them and getting them from people in his mushroom collection, not realizing some of them are indeed illegal.
But this is Jade we're talking about. I'd like to think that he kind of knows that, you know?
Yeah,
He knows he shouldn't, but he does anyway because mushrooms.
It's funny because yes, and for organized at one point, yes, he does have illegal whatever use of or holding on to illegal substances, but then there's the fact I'm like, I am still pretty sure the Leach family is involved in some mafia business, okay? Like his family
they're
is
just
involved in
organized crime.
several business. So I feel like if someone were to take over, it'd be Jade. Like between him and Floyd, who takes over the family business, it is Jade.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that. And not only that, I think he'd take over as the head, and then like Floyd would end up being like his bodyguard, aka the guy that gets shit done when shit needs to get done, you know.
Yeah. So
And by
there
get shit done, I mean beat people up.
so there you go, Jade. You can be the face of organized crime.
Yeah,
for the time
I
being.
mean, is it bad to say in my mind he kind of already is the face of organized crime?
When you guys think of organized crime, who do you think of? Yeah.
Jade. I do,
Jade.
unironically. Especially when especially like, I know both of the Leech Bros have like the toothy grin and they laugh, whatever, but for some reason, Jade's toothy grin unnerves me about 10 times more than Floyd.
It's
Like-
one of those like being smart is knowing Floyd's unhinged. True wisdom is knowing Jade's a scarier one. That's
Absolutely.
that is
Like,
established.
being smart is knowing that Floyd is dangerous, but true wisdom is knowing that Shade is the most dangerous person on the planet. Like,
It's like, okay, yeah, so there you go, Jade. You can be organized crime, you're involved in the mafia, you have, like, whatever illicit substances or illegal substances that you're carrying. I don't know, drug trafficking, possibly.
yep. And you know what? It'll be
Extortion.
funny too. Like, you know, he'd sit there with this like pout on his face, like, Floyd, aren't you gonna help me out here? Like, get me out of being arrested. But Floyd would just be like, no, because it's the mushrooms. He hates the mushrooms, you know.
Yeah, true. And
If it was some other crime, he'd help him out. But you know, specifically for the mushrooms, no.
and come on, extortion, like that falls under organized crime.
Yep.
So there we go. But Floyd,
I mean, Floyd's kind of easy, right? Like, he just beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, there we go. Personal. He'll get involved with the others, but in terms of actual, yeah, it's this guy will.
Yeah. The actual crime he goes down for is like assault, okay?
Yeah,
Assault and
this is
battery.
assault and battery. There you go.
Yeah.
And the
he just
personal.
beats the guy.
So
I
different.
love how we have like this whole long thing for Jade, and then Floyd, it's easy.
Come on, it's like it'd be the most obvious one. Like if he can get away maybe with the other ones, but there's no like he just
No.
makes it too obvious with you.
And in fact, not only would he get arrested for it, but like as the police are taking him away in the car, like he still has the blood of the person he assaulted like on his face, splattered on his face as he's like being put in the car, you know?
And he's also resisting arrest, so
True, yeah. Yeah, that was easy.
that was easy.
Done.
Done
Done.
deal.
Now, here's the thing that people won't think about. How can anyone as precious and wholesome as Kalim Alasim ever be arrested for anything? Public disturbance.
Public disturbance, yeah. Yeah, I can
Public
see that.
disturbance. Do you understand how loud and how in your face his like numerous parades are? Okay, like absolutely.
Just
I think we could chuck him in misdemeanors with the Heartslabyul senpais.
he gets the neighborhood calling on him, or yeah, he's like disturbance.
Yeah, he'd be like he'd be like the guy throwing the party at 3 a.m. that like nobody can go to sleep for because the music is just blaring for blocks, you know.
He's got a parade going down the street, is obstructing traffic and like disrupting everyone else. Yeah, misdemeanor here. Don't be funny to put in financial crimes just for being too rich. If I could,
live.
if being a billionaire was a crime,
If only.
if only, I would be like yes.
Yeah, if only. Then again, if being a billionaire was a crime, I think Azul would just die because that's like his ultimate goal, right? Like,
I don't know. I feel like no matter. I feel like Azul could be a millionaire, but I don't know if he could be a billionaire. That might be a little
why
harder.
would he stop at just being a millionaire though?
That's true. Well, he could be a bill. Why have $1 million
Exactly.
when I have $1 billion?
And then like once he's a billionaire, I'd be like, now why be a billionaire when I could be a trillionaire? Like, that's just me though. That's my headcanon for Azul.
Yeah.
He just won't stop. But yeah, no, Callum, yeah, for sure. Public disturbance. He goes in misdemeanors. He'll be very sad as he gets arrested. Everybody else will be sad as he gets arrested, but he'll be out in about 0.2 seconds because his family will just
My God,
pay his bail.
Yeah, the bail money would be insane.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be out in no time.
He'll be
so.
out in no time. Don't worry.
He
won't stay in there for long.
basically he'll be in jail just long enough so that like he's got his little hands in the handcuffs and they like just kind of lightly push him just into the bars and then they close the bars for about 2 seconds and then they open the bars and they're like, okay, Mr. Aston, you're free to go.
Your time's up. You're free to go.
Did you learn your lesson? And he'll be like, I'm so sorry. I will never like do anything like this again, officer.
And then, yeah, I could see that.
Now, okay. All right. Jamil.
Jamil.
What would this man not do, okay? He could potentially fit in all of these categories.
Yeah. Oof.
It is my personal like headcanon that like Jamil has done unspeakable things or had to do unspeakable things for the Asim family, especially, you know, times when Callum was kidnapped or whatever. This man has killed before and he will not hesitate to kill again.
Are you being personal then, or?
But that's the thing is, he would kill if necessary, but if not necessary, then he wouldn't. So it's like, he'd only kill if he had to kill. But since it's like one of those, he's a pretty like he's pretty quiet in terms of, again, like Trey. He doesn't want to be the center of attention. So like,
yeah, so I mean, like, he can't, as long as he's tied to the Asim family, he's not gonna do anything that's out of line, you know.
So I think we'll stick him in personal almost out of default, because I don't think he'd do any sort of financial crimes. That's more Callum's thing.
Yeah.
Property crimes, again, that would draw attention to himself, and he wouldn't really want that. He's kind of a lone wolf guy, so I can't really see him in organized crime. And misdemeanors, I mean, it's Jamil. He goes big or he goes home. Like,
it's either attempted murder or nothing.
basically, actually, yes, basically, like literally, the only way that he's so cunning. The only way this man will get arrested is if he majorly screwed up at some point in time.
Yeah.
He like left a very vital clue, and it's just like a huge misstep on his part, okay?
There you go. Personal crimes.
Most likely man to assassinate you.
It's like, yeah, it wouldn't, you know, it'd be a grand scale assassination and then he gets caught.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely, that would be it. Yeah.
There we go. It'll be here.
Yeah. He'll be right. Stick him right there. It's good.
Now, Apple.
Apple. See, for me, I'm just like, I feel like Apple is a lot like, he's like a combination. Yeah, he's like a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I kind of want to put him in property.
To me, he's like a combination of like Ace and Deuce, in the sense that I feel like he like causes a disturbance, and like Apple to me feels like the guy who would like go out and protest some shit. Okay, he caused a riot.
Go for the riot. Yeah, or I see him like a possibly motor vehicle theft, or
either that, or he'd set a car on fire.
Yeah, he's a car, possibly.
Like in a meaningful way. Like, not, oops, I set a car on fire. Like, he'd do it on purpose.
That bird.
Yep, absolutely.
My favorite sports team lost. I'm gonna set this car on fire.
Straight up, no joke. Like, that's Apple. Apple is the guy. He needs to be heard, and if he needs to set a car on fire for him to be heard, then he will. Or I suppose in this case, a blast cycle. Blast cycle could also be. Yeah, he'll set a blast cycle on fire.
So putting a property in is our.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with that. I feel like that's good. Yeah.
There you go. Property.
Now, WayGVZaL. As much as I love my man Vil, he definitely will get arrested. I mean, he's already attempted murder.
Is that what's up here? I think.
And again, I know we said that this was not based on crimes already committed, but Vil is like very much a proud individual. Okay, he will not debase himself to some lower, like, he doesn't need the money.
No.
Why would he need to ruin property? That's just ugly behavior. Okay, he's too much of a selfish guy to ever like do some organized crime stuff. Like, and again, it's WayGVZaL. Like Jamil, he goes big or he goes home. So
yeah. Essentially, it's like, yeah, you don't need why. There's no point of the financial crimes. There's no point of like he doesn't need other people's property or need to damage it. There's
No.
even our pettiness. That's that's not how it works.
There's no need to like go to organized crime to like distribute any sort of illegal products. Like Vil prides himself on the quality of his products, so why would he need to distribute anything through illegal means?
Like no, it's personal crime. If a bitch needs to get stabbed, then bitch needs to get stabbed.
And he'll do it himself. Like he's straight up like the only reliable bitch is me. Okay, I do it myself.
I gotta take matters into my own hands.
Yeah, this bitch needs to die. I do it myself.
There we go. I think so. I think he fits up here.
Yeah,
personal
he
crimes.
does. It's fine.
Or just stabbing someone.
Yeah,
If it's
we got like
that's
the
not
first two. I love we got the first two who are there because they beat the shit out of somebody, and the other two are there because they literally try to kill somebody.
I think so too. Whether you want poisoning or like assassination or just straight up stabbing, yep, that's
Yeah,
it.
I mean that's about right. Now Rook, I mean, I think we all know where he's gonna go, and I think we all know why he's gonna go there.
It falls on the personal, right?
All right, where do we start?
Sir, possibly breaking an entry, trespassing.
Breaking and entering, stalking, trespassing. Possibly if you are somebody who is just, you know, doesn't want him anywhere near you, breaking restraining orders, like.
Yes, also breaking restraining orders is one. I don't know, that could be a misdemeanor, but in any case, stalking is a person. I guess could fall under personal.
Yeah, absolutely. Harassment. He wouldn't consider it harassment though. He'd be there like, I am just trying to show my, you know, my muse the level of my affection for their beauty. Like
I'm like, if HR doesn't agree, then HR does not agree.
Yeah, HR, and guess what? HR does not agree. You're getting arrested.
You're getting arrested. You're for crimes against another party.
Yep.
We'll put you there. I think.
And then he can cry some big crocodile tears as he's being put in the car. Okay. There
you go.
Yeah, no, Rook, you go up there, and you know why you go up there.
He knows why.
He knows why. He knows what he did.
Does
or
he
what he will
it?
do.
I don't know. No.
He only regrets that he got caught. Or I suppose he only regrets that what he did is considered a crime in the first place.
Yeah, I think so. He can fit up there.
Yep, absolutely. Now, Idia is a bit tough. I think honestly we should have added a category or a tier just for Idia for like cyber crimes.
I mean, if it was organized, cyber crimes can be organized.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And he would do things like round up sticks or whatever to like do some petty stuff.
Funny enough, because cybercrime actually covers personal property and organized. It's like a weird one.
And it covers financial as well. Like you can.
Yes.
You know. So he's kind of everywhere in this, but you know what? I think for the sake of the fact that he can kind of go in all of these, and we know that he would be committing some cyber crimes. Like that would be his thing.
Yeah, if it's cybercrime or hacking or it's
doxing.
Yeah, it's basically doxing, hacking, or cyberbullying.
Or all three. No,
all three, like just online crimes.
I think I would put him in that case probably in organized, especially if he's going to be the future head of Styx. Like he could just get the whole organization in on it, okay?
Yeah, I think so too. I think he does a lot of things by himself, so he's not really working in a group necessarily, but
and I mean, I suppose technically he technically already did like illegal distribution of weapons for like the Beans Day event.
That is true. He I don't know. He created that whatever sniper gun or that long shooter.
So you know what? Like, yeah, I could totally see him going up for cyber crimes, but I think part of it would be like he could also totally go down for illegal selling of like either electronics or technomantic devices or whatnot. I could see that.
Yeah, I think so. If he's gonna distribute weapons, then
yeah, absolutely.
Well, we'll put you in organized, yeah. I think a lot of your stuff, maybe personal, cybercrime falls under a lot of categories, but we'll put you under organized.
Yep. Okay, Ortho is very easy. Put him in property, please.
He's already
This
threatened.
this little bean has like has already threatened to blow up his school, okay? Like
Yeah.
he will not hesitate. He will blow up your house if you cross him. Like
He has already threatened to blow up the school like 2 times already.
yeah. Yeah. So I wouldn't put it past him. Like if somehow somebody crosses him or crosses his brother, he will blow up your house or he will blow up your business. Like, yeah, for sure.
Property crimes. Yeah, say
Property
goodbye to
crimes.
your front door. Like,
So-
Hyper, say
Say
goodbye,
goodbye to your
house.
entire house. Like say goodbye to your foundation.
Go, building no more. Building go bye bye.
Yeah, deleted.
Straight up, just vaporized. So yeah, but
Yep.
property crime.
Yeah,
There
for
you go.
sure.
He's gonna destroy someone's house.
Nope. Now, Leona.
Interesting. So we kind of went in the order that we're getting tiles in. So now we're at
Yeah.
Savanaclaw. So Leona.
Oh, that's actually a tricky one for me because he's so low key. What could he actually put effort into to get arrested?
I'm like, does it count as organized crime if he got a bunch of people together to like try take down other parties? Like,
I mean, I could see that. Like, he already, runs basically, like, the boys over at Savanaclaw already are his lackeys. Like, I could totally see him just be like, hey, I'm your boss, man. Like, do what I say and commit this crime. Like,
it's like, it's a question of whether he get his own hands dirty. Like,
well, that's the thing. He'd get his lackeys to do it, but they all work for him, and he's the mastermind behind it. So he'd be arrested as like the one with the plan,
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see him in organized crime. I mean, again, even though he technically already did it, I could see him doing it again in the future and trying not to get caught.
It's like organizing a coup d'état or like essentially.
Yo, he totally would organize a coup d'état against his brother to try to take the crown. Why wouldn't he?
Well, if he could, he had a chance.
Yeah, yeah. I could see him do it. I
I'll
could
put
see him
here.
do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Organized crime. There we go.
Organized crime. There you go, Leona. Now, Jack. I feel like Jack is very similar to Deuce in the sense that he'd like end up like beating the shit out of somebody because like unintentionally, but I could also see him fall under misdemeanors because again, he's such a good boy.
I feel like he's got a better control of his emotions than
Deuce does.
Deuce does to like full on like straight up like assault, but misdemeanors. Possibly. I'm trying to think of what kind of misdemeanor you could possibly do.
I mean, it could be things like damage to property or something like that. I mean, he's a big guy. He's a big, strong guy. I could see him do it accidentally, and then he's realizes later, that he was just using his strength too much.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't think he'd steal, and I don't think he would vandalize, and
I don't think he again. The only way he'd destroy property is if he just wasn't thinking clearly, like
yeah,
or he just didn't think about it and then realized later, like, oh wait, that was somebody's property. Oops.
Like yeah. So I'm like,
yeah, I can see misdemeanors.
Yep. But Jack is a very good boy. It's hard to think of what he could do.
Yep. I think. Okay. Do we even need to talk about Reggie?
Ruggy.
Do we even need to talk about Reggie?
Okay, Ruggy, we already know he either falls under personal, financial, or property. He either actually financial.
Are you kidding me? He goes into financial because he tried to steal all your money. Okay, he tried to like get into your bank account and take every single last penny.
It's not just like one thing because I'm like, okay, if he was like property, if he's just like stealing some like shoplifting.
No. Like let's face it. He talks about, he breathes, he lives for the Mora. Okay. Or say more if this gets an impact. He lives for the money, okay?
The Thalmarks,
Thalmarks.
wherever, I don't remember Japanese equivalent anymore. call it salt mugs.
yen.
Madels, yes, madels.
Models. Oh, it's models. That's right. I thought you meant Japanese equivalent of money.
No.
Sorry.
I was like, yeah, okay.
The Japanese equivalent of Dalmarks was models. Yes,
Yeah,
he lives
models
for the
as well.
models. Okay, so yeah, no, absolutely. This guy, if he was gonna get arrested for anything, it's for stealing money. Okay.
There you go.
What if he tries to steal? What if he tries to steal from Azul?
I think he'll get destroyed by the Twst.
I mean, he would, but at
Azul
the same
just
time,
like sick him on him.
yeah, probably. But I think Reggie's too smart to try to steal from Azul, but he'll try to steal definitely from someone. If he's gonna try to steal, it's gonna be money. I mean, he
Yeah.
already like.
You know what?
This
Fraud.
guy is so sticky.
You get either if it's not shop like actual straight up like theft, then it would be like embezzlement or like fraud.
You know what I could see? I could see him doing some like he'd make a deal with Azul, and the content of the deal is that in exchange for whatever Azul like wants, whatever task that Azul wants Reggie to do, what Reggie gets out of it is that Azul makes him some like counterfeit money that's really convincing, and just gives him like lets him print a bunch of it, you know?
Like, there you go. You two can work together in your financial crimes.
In your financial crimes. I swear to God.
Oh
If these two are not allowed to team up. Okay, guys, new rule. Azul and Reggie are not allowed to team up.
No, they're not. They've already done it once in like one of the card stories. So
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
we'll leave them there.
Yeah. Now,
Right.
Malleus.
Malleus.
Malleus. Oh, Malleus.
He's unintentional. Whatever he does.
It would be unintentional, but I still think, ironically, I feel like it would be something like, oh, it's so hard to place your Malleus.
I feel like trespassing.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
why say trespassing?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like a misdemeanor, I guess.
I was gonna say, I feel like it'd be something similar to Rook, where he's just, but unlike Rook, where he knows exactly what he's doing, Malleus, it would be like totally unintentional. He like get done up for like stalking and trespassing and things like that, because he just, you know, he just loves you so much, you know? I mean, considering that he is like the Otome game poster boy for this game, like...
Well, Want to put it on misdemeanors then?
No.
No, I'm personal.
He's personal.
He's
Yeah,
personal.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, he get in for
Personal.
like, again, like stalking and trespassing and things like that. It's just like Rook, except whereas Rook knows exactly what he's doing, Malleus is unaware of the limitations of that.
I think so too. It's like the sheer power of his magic. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he accidentally killed someone.
Oh, absolutely. It'd be like yeah, absolutely. I could see that. Isn't that manslaughter?
I think so. If it's like because there's homicide and then there's manslaughter.
Yeah, there's like murder,
but
there's murder, but murder signals some sort of intent, whereas manslaughter is unintentional. So
yeah, it is without malice, so it would just be manslaughter.
Yeah, so either of those, I could see Malleus doing. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Lilia is such a curiosity, man. He's got so many options, and you know he'd commit a crime just for fun, like just to see what it's like. You know.
I feel like Lilia probably committed so many crimes during the war, but
oh yeah, but again, we're not judging them for past crimes, right?
Yeah, we're not judging them for past crimes. We're thinking like going forward. It's
Yep. But at the same time, I feel like even though he could do so many crimes, since it's Lilia, he'd only end up getting caught for like a misdemeanor.
I think so. It'd be like public intoxication. Like you just be drinking in public when it's like, sir, you're not allowed to do this. Like
yeah. And he's like, oh, fiddlesticks, whatever shall I do? Well, boys, I suppose I shall be going down to the station. Come and see me later in prison.
Honestly, I feel like it's a misdemeanor either for public intoxication or fake ID. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god, yes. Absolutely. He gets a fake ID, except his fake ID is in reverse. It's like, actually, my ID says that I'm 25. Instead of 700.
So you know, I'm young. I can get.
I'm young. I'm young. I'm hip. I'm cool with the kids, as they say.
They say this club is for under 30, so
Mm.
I don't know. I think it might
That'd be
not be
hilarious.
true, but it would be hilarious if he got arrested for having like a fake ID to get into a club for under 30-year-olds because he wants to party with the kids.
I not only do I want to see this, I want this to happen, and then as he's getting arrested, he's like super cheery about it and like tells Silver and Sebek and Malleus to like go visit him in jail.
Yeah, or he's just like drinking somewhere that apparently is illegal to like be holding like alcohol or something, and then
Yep.
the cops pull him over.
That oh fiddlesticks.
Oh, fiddlesticks. So there you go, Lilia. Despite the amount of war crimes you may have committed, you get arrested for misdemeanors.
Yep. And that seems appropriate.
It's appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly feel like Silver would kind of go in misdemeanor as well. Just be he's of all the characters, Silver is like the one where I think he'd be so careful to try to not get arrested. That the only way that this man could get arrested is if it was something so small, insignificant he wasn't aware of, and then it like. You know, once he's told of like this tiny little crime that he committed, he like takes it to heart and is like, oh, "What have I done?"
Yeah, I think so too. He wouldn't have like realized.
Yep.
Or something. It'd be like, oh, he's like loitering.
Yeah, it'd be like loitering.
Something dumb. He's just like, I'm just waiting. They told me to wait here, so I need to make sure I stand on guard. And it's like, sir, you can't loiter in this area. I'd be like, I'm not loitering.
Yeah, and then they like point out to the sign that says no loitering, and he's like,
"That's like right." He's like,
yeah.
My goodness.
I see. I've committed a foul infraction. Indeed, please take me away, sir.
Yeah, well, I'll put here in misdemeanors for like something dumb like loitering.
Yep. Gambate Silver.
Gambate Silver.
He only spends like an hour in jail, but for that hour, gosh, does he feel the weight of the world.
Yeah, we'll put there.
As like Lilia's beside him, like, hey son, I'm so proud of you. You got arrested for the first time.
They're just gonna share the same cell for just temporarily.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? They wouldn't at first, but then Lilia would already be there. Be like, that's my boy. Here, he can share my cell.
Oh man, I think that's there. It'll be just something really stupid.
Yeah, it would, but I like it. I think it's funny. Now Sebek, on the other hand,
I feel like he falls under personal or misdemeanor. Personal for like harassment if someone thinks that he is harassing them.
Okay, wait. No, hang on. Okay, I got this. Sorry, okay. I had a sudden revelation. Put him in personal. He would be arrested for a hate crime.
He's committing microaggressions and causing hate crime.
He'd be like straight up racist to some humans, and then they'd like catch it on viral video and it'd go all over Magic.
He gets canceled on the web.
Yeah, he'd just be like, "Oh my god, can you believe this? See, this is why like people from Briar Valley, like they don't know anybody. Look at this guy, he's being so racist right in public."
Oh, go out. Yeah, like someone just takes like a serious offense to it, and then he'd
like threaten to beat somebody up because somebody said some shit about Malleus.
Oh yeah, when he's like making threats, he's like saying like assumed like hate comments.
Yep, you humans don't even understand how worthless you all are. Like, absolutely, he got arrested for a hate crime.
Yeah, I would say that. Yep. Personal, just for that.
Yep.
And you know that if anyone threatened Malleus, you immediately jump on them.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, I totally see that. I'm quite confident about this placement now. Now, okay, we all know where Crowley's going. Get that right up in financial. Yeah, okay.
We knew. We're like, I'm like,
It's already been proven that like multiple third parties have been able to bribe him, and I feel like he just continued down that line. Okay,
so he's accepting bribes. Not cool, Crowley.
He's also like multiple times in multiple events put the student body at risk, so like he could get some good PR for the school and stuff. Okay, the fact like I seriously question Twisted Wonderland because the fact that this man was put in front of like a tribunal in chapter 6 for what happened with Styx, and they didn't. Not only did he keep being the principal of that school, but he's not arrested. Like,
Like, you know what I think? I think it's because no one else wants to be the headmaster of NRC and having to deal with all this bullshit.
you know what? That's fair. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason he continues to be the headmaster is because there's literally nobody else that wants to deal with his bullshit.
Anyone that's really competent would not be working at NRC, so they had to put in like, you know, when you get you have to have like a king of a country, but he can't be too smart, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly. You have to have a guy who's like competent enough, but not like too much.
Too
you
much
know?
to be a threat to others, you know. Like,
Exactly. So they got this guy, and it's fine because he's easily bribable.
apparently he's been bribed by students.
He's been bribed by
before.
Azul. He's been bribed by Callum's family.
Oh my god. Financial crimes, Crowley.
Yeah,
Bad
absolutely.
bird.
Bad bird dad.
Bad bird.
We put him in personal too for neglect of his children, but we're more confident that he'll be arrested for financial crimes. The parental neglect comes later.
That's the second one. He get the second charge on top of the first.
Yeah, the first charge will always be financial crimes. Absolutely. Now, Grim, I mean, considering he's already destroyed a lot of property, yeah, I think he'll just continue within that vein, and yeah, he'll end up destroying some property. It'll be like, you know, for some reason in my head, I imagine that in Twisted Wonderland, there's like some sort of national park or something where they have like statues or like plaques dedicated to like the Great Seven, and he'll get into a fight with Ace, and then he'll end up torching one of them. But because it's like a national treasure, yeah,
yeah,
that's what he'll go down for.
That. He'll like break something by knocking stuff over as like a priceless artifact or something.
Yeah, and then he'll like try to blame it on us, even though they have like security cameras that clearly shows that he did it. I mean, he'll be like, "No, it was my henchman," and we'll just be there like, "Seriously, man, I'm not going to jail for you."
Yeah, I'd say he would just be damages. He just cause damages.
Causing damages. I mean, considering he already causes damages to our dorm and our wallet, like
property damage.
Yep.
This is where you belong.
Yep, it's where you belong, Grim. Krill Sensei.
Oh. I was like, Cruel Sensei. He has not done anything wrong per se. He's
per se.
His presence is questionable, but it's not a crime. It's not a crime. So
technically. Okay. This is gonna sound like some shit here, but hear me out on this.
Okay.
Stick him in personal.
Okay, you're thinking personal.
For being a groomer.
Oh my god.
Listen, you guys, okay, listen, all of you guys, and I'm talking to all Twist fans here, including myself, we are all thirsty for this guy, okay?
My god.
He would unintentionally end up like grooming somebody and like not knowing that they're like 50.
Sorry. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate, but I see where you're coming from.
Like, and it's bad because it's, as fans, it's our fault here. Okay, we're all hot for Sensei. Okay.
The fans are asking for it. It is a crime.
Literally. Literally, the fans are asking for it. Every single time that like Krell Sensei shows up on screen, all the fans are just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I could see that if he actually went through with it.
Yeah.
And
like not knowing.
Not knowing, or just
but he's still responsible. Like he still has to, you know, be a responsible adult. But
yeah, but you kind of get, you know, I mean, you have a lot of questionable sojos out there with like large age gaps and like
or it's like one of those things where like, you know, he end up like, I could see like if Krill Sensei existed in real life, he could have like his own website with like a bunch of groupies or whatever, and like half the groupies in there are like close to legal age, but like he doesn't know, or he starts talking to somebody and they're like, "Yeah, I'm 19."
Lies about their age.
Lies.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Compared to the other crimes, we're gonna put Cruel here.
Sorry, Krill Sensei. I say this also as somebody who is hot for Sensei.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're putting him. I will.
I'll sorry,
give you
I just
that
destroyed
one.
all of you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just destroyed like all of you.
I agree. I see where you're coming from. I'll put him there.
Yep. This list just became non-PG. Okay. I mean.
Okay. All right.
Oh god. Okay, we gotta keep going because otherwise I'll just be stuck.
Yeah. Okay. We're moving on to Train.
Train Sensei. Train Sensei. All right.
He's such a stickler.
He is.
I can't see him committing a crime, but
you know what I could see him doing? I could see him in misdemeanors because he like parked on the wrong side of the road.
Just like obstructed traffic or something.
Yeah.
Like just did something.
Yeah. Like an old man would.
We'll put him here because
like after the police come to be like, "Sir, you're parked on the wrong side of the car or wrong side of the road." He's like, "But you see, the pet store where I need to get Lucius's treats is on this side of the road, and as a senior citizen, it's easier for me to park on this side of the road."
It's just like, okay, he definitely falls under some misdemeanor compared to the others. But again, you'll be in the same thing of like. It'd be some just really stupid minor thing.
Some dumb shit.
Some dumb shit, yeah.
Yep. Now Lucius would obviously go into financial crimes because he's just a financial black hole.
You would put the cat under financial crimes?
Spoiled.
This cat accepts bribes. It's confirmed. Ruggy can tell you.
Yeah, the cat does accept bribes, so hence financial crimes. Also, he gets spoiled by Train Sensei, so he's clearly just like a black hole in the man's wallet. So
I think this cat can definitely be bribed. Yes, financial crimes indeed.
Yep, fits.
Put those cuffs around those paws.
Sir, you're going to be interrogated. Meow.
Meow. Do you plead guilty?
I think that means yes, sir. We're having too much fun with this.
No, I love it when it's really dumb shit. It's great.
Yeah. Vargas Sensei.
I don't think it'd be financial.
No.
Not organized either.
You know what? Okay, here's what it is. Put him in personal. He would get put in because he would have allegations against him that he's like not like assault, like beating someone up, but I could see him like down the line getting sued by like former students or whatever because like his exercises were so tough and rigorous that they had to go into like physical therapy.
Okay. It's like, yeah, it's not full on assault, it's
like too tough training, you know.
It's so the training was so hard, it was like almost considered a form of harassment.
Yep, and of like a form of almost a form of assault. So then yeah, he'd get like down the line, he gets sued by like former students who are just like, because of him, I now have to spend, you know, every 2 weeks for the rest of my life going to physiotherapy to correct this.
It's like I like pulled some sort of like muscle or damaged my nerve in a way I'll never be the same again.
Yeah, and it's all his fault. Absolutely. I that's what I think.
I'd say, yeah. Personal, I think so, compared to the other.
All right. Now, Sam for me is difficult because like he could either fit into financial or organized, and I feel like there's good reasons for both.
Yeah, I want to put him in organized because I don't know where he's getting his sources from. I want to question his distribution.
He said he gets them from his friends on the other side.
Yeah, friends could be like anything, right? What's the other side? A black market? Like
Absolutely. Okay, you know what? Yeah, he runs the black market in Twisted Wonderland. Okay, this if he's not at least part of it, he runs it. Okay, he's gonna get arrested for being part of the Twisted Wonderland black market. Okay,
He's
absolutely.
gotta be involved. I question his sources. I don't think all of them are ethically sourced.
No, I have this feeling that perhaps he's not 100% ethically sourced.
So for that, I'll put him under organized
Yep, that feels right.
because something's going
And
on.
and that's it. Wow. Look at
Wow.
that. We got our list.
I'm actually
Oh my
quite
goodness.
impressed with the breakdown. Like,
Yeah, it feels right, okay? Yeah, it feels nice.
we had our reasonings for him.
Yep. Yep, and hopefully you guys had a journey with us here, had some fun with us on this one, just like our last ones. If you did like it, let us know in the comment section, and let us know whether you agree or disagree. And if you do disagree, why? Who do you disagree with? And put what crime you think they would get arrested for.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Koa-chan, I don't know if you have a word or two to say to our lovely guests.
All I want to say is like we probably got so much wrong, but you know what? It was fun.
It was fun.
Hope you guys enjoyed it too, and going through this, I guess, thought experiment with us.
Absolutely. And if you want to see more tier lists like this, or you have anything else that any ideas that you'd like to see us go through, let us know in the comments, because we absolutely love doing tier lists like this, and we're thinking of doing more of them in the future. And we'd also be open not just to Twst, but we both play Genshin Impact as well. So if you want to see any Genshin Impact tier lists as well, then let us know, and we'll be open to that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
So, but I think for today, this is our list, and thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more Twisted Wonderland content, and be sure to check out Koa-chan's channel if you haven't already. The link will be in the description. But for today, my fellow prefects, my little beanies, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to take care of yourselves and of each other. But for now, this is Little Bean signing out for today.
And this is Koa Mio clocking out. Thank you all.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.